then a dev rat just
it
fell out of the hole.
Yeah.
And they have put their feet up and they're clipping their toenails.
Took off their pants, just took a dump in the middle of the shop.
Oh! They got really funky. Yikes. Hello, boss.
Good evening, boss.
Good evening, boss. We are live. It's been a long time since we recorded our last episode.
It has.
What happened? What was the reason?
There was actually a lot of traction on our last episode.
You reckon?
Yeah.
You reckon? Yeah.
I just can't believe.
We've gone worldwide.
We've gone international.
How did you think the first episode went overall?
Very nasty, very poo themed. People did not want to look me in the eye anymore after they've listened to my podcast.
It almost sounded like you said people didn't want to lick you in your brown eye, which I hope that people don't want to do that, just in the day to day. Yeah. And we heard people's feedback.
We heard the feedback. We want to talk about something a bit more sophisticated.
Oh, really? You think so? I don't know if this will be more sophisticated. Less butthole related though. Yeah. For sure.
Less personal, less... yeah.
Yeah, true.
Less
Yeah.
brow matters.
Less soilage in this one.
Less soilage. Yeah.
So today we're going to be talking about work stories. And I was warned I shouldn't talk about my current workplace, which is really funny. My manager will be watching this, so...
We will not be getting anyone fired today, so that no one will be named. Yeah. Maybe we should start with a deodorant story.
Okay.
Because we both have a deodorant story, right?
Yeah, I'm not sure if I can... No, I can say. Yeah, I'll say.
So my this was like one of the first jobs I got out of high school. I think I was like in uni.
Oh, wow.
I was working at this pretty cool, funky little stationery store. And then there was a girl that was also working there, and she had really bad BO.
Yikes.
And none of us would really say anything because we were like kind of awkward. We don't. How do you even mention it?
How many people worked there?
Maybe like 4 or 5.
Oh, yeah. It's hard not to figure out who
it is. Yeah. And it was like close proximity because you have to sit stand next to the person in the counter, so it was unavoidable, and it wasn't just like a one-off.
Damn.
It was like every single time she was there. So how do you I don't know how you would bring that up with someone. I feel like I would just stay silent and kind of avoid her as much as I can. But our lovely manager, she decided to do something about it. As a good manager that she is. So she bought this girl a deodorant as a present.
Like, what was there at least was it her birthday? Was it like Christmas? No, it was, okay. Yeah, okay.
Moment of silence. It wasn't a perfume, it was like proper deodorant. And she gave it to her in a way that was almost introducing her to the deodorant, maybe you should consider using this will help mask your smell. I don't know what exactly she said, but something along those lines.
And then how did that go down?
That did not go down very well. I think she eventually the girl was so embarrassed, she ended up quitting not long after that.
Yeah.
Poor girl. But I'm kind of almost borderline, I think it was nice that someone did tell her that because throughout her career.
But did they actually tell her, or were they, or because it doesn't sound like the manager was actually telling her hey, maybe something's wrong. It was just kind of the manager was hoping that she would get the hint by giving her that gift, you know what I mean? So she wasn't actually...
But she did get the hint.
Yeah,
she did get the hint. So I think it was kind of nice that, she did get the hint and someone did tell her. At least she doesn't have to, live the rest of her life with other people thinking that she was stinky. Yeah. But she quit not long after that.
Damn.
Yeah. Damn. That's my deodorant story.
I also have a similar story.
Oh, okay.
Well, yeah, there was this person who worked at my workplace, and they got really funky. It was actually quite a strong funk smell. So much so that I think I was like you, I was just avoiding them.
Yeah.
Which is sad. And eventually they just became unavoidable, and then I actually spoke to their manager and was like, hey, can you say something? Anyway, some manager was involved. And then that person ended up having it was a medical thing as well, so it was a lot of the time the deodorants just weren't okay with their chemistry. I don't know, but yeah, they did end up taking on the feedback though, and they didn't quit immediately, I guess. that was good.
Oh my gosh. Like,
yeah.
that's like, what are you even supposed to do? Like, what's a nice way to bring that up with someone?
That's a tough one, actually.
Because there's been instances where I've had colleagues that smell like piss too.
Not the piss. Oh no. And what did you do about that? Did you do anything about it? Nothing? You were just taking in the smell?
I whispered to the person sitting next to me and I said, "Are you smelling this?" Like, it was strong. Yeah, and I quietly moved away to another seat.
Yeah. Good for you.
Yeah. If anyone has any good solutions to this, we would love to know.
But also, just like, how are people telling people? I want to know if there are managers or anything who have been able to have those conversations in a way that doesn't
offend people.
Yeah.
I don't think I think it's impossible, to be honest. It's so funny because we were just saying that we're moving away from our matter and we just circled back to this.
I mean, you're the one who did that, so. And if your piss is brown, you should see a doctor.
Yeah.
That's a good
Listen
point.
up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you have another story to come up about your workplace?
There was this one place that I worked at when I was a pharmacist. Druggie. And that employer, he was just the biggest narcissist. And he would frequently use his wife to, like, threaten us. He would say that his wife is a lawyer. And I don't really know why he would, like, just mention that casually on a daily basis that she's a lawyer. But also, like, I'm pretty sure we searched it up on the lawyer register and we couldn't even find her. But anyway, this guy, when I first started, he asked me to buy a uniform. And I was fine with that because, like, a lot of the pharmacies use a generic pharmacist uniform that just, like, pretty much looks the same with your name on it. And first of all, when I bought the uniform, it was like $150, something ridiculous. And I was like, why is it so expensive? I know it's, like, not that expensive. And he charged me, like, a 20-30% markup for ordering me the uniform.
And you can get wrecked.
Yeah, honestly, like, you can fucking get wrecked.
Oh my god.
Like I was fresh out of uni. This was, like, one of my first pharmacy jobs, fresh out of uni. And he, like, why would you do that to a newbie?
Because he wants money.
Yeah, exactly. And he was just, okay, anyway, the same uniform at the time, I was kind of innocent. I didn't, like, really know how to deal with situations like that. And he's already, like, charged me with a full invoice and everything. So I just paid for it. Anyway, I didn't really work for this guy for long because he was a narcissist. He was not very nice to basically anyone. He would try to guilt trip you. He would pay you late. Like, sometimes he would just not pay the suppliers, and the suppliers would come to us and, like, ask for money. Like, hey, you guys haven't paid. And, like, debt collectors would come. And I'm there like, well, it's not I'm not the owner.
Yeah.
I don't actually pay for this. And he would delay our wages as well for weeks.
Holy shit.
It's like, you don't really know when you're going to get paid. So I didn't really stay there for long. I think I was, like, crying myself to sleep every night. I was there, like, maximum 2 months. Okay, so when I left, he was like, you need to return your uniform. I was like, what? I paid for this with a 30% markup, and now you want me to return it? I can't really remember what argument he gave that was remotely valid for me to return the
Did he just want to smell your used clothes? What is this? Is he a pervert?
Also, it had, like, my name on it, so I didn't really understand why he needed that uniform back.
Because he was going to smell your used clothes. What do you mean?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he totally wanted to do that. So, I'm not returning this. I paid for it. And he said, but if you're leaving, you have to return the uniform back. And it doesn't make any sense whatsoever. So we had this back and forth, like, argument via text. Eventually, I had to, like, quote him something from the Employment New Zealand page.
Jeez.
That literally says, first of all, it's the employer's responsibility to be paying for your uniform. If they wanted you to wear a uniform, they should be the ones paying for it. Second of all, they're not getting it back if you're leaving.
Like, what did he need it for? What was the was he going to unstitch your name and then was he just going to find another Asian pharmacist and then just say, your name's Ting now?
I don't know. But that guy was so strange and just in general such a shit person. Afterwards, I would see him with, like, hiring posts on our Facebook page. There was, like, a Facebook page, and I would see people that I know that would comment on it and that are interested in the position. I would DM those people and be like, hey, do not work for this guy. Like, he
is he still practicing or running his? Is he? I don't know what the.
I don't know if he still owns places, but the places that he did own are still open.
Oh.
Yeah, but I would never walk in there just to check if he's there because I had his guts.
Yeah,
but
that's fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, what a disgusting.
Yeah. That's like $130 that I paid for, and you wanted it back.
But also, it has your name on it. Why would
It has my name on it.
I just don't understand what he.
Yeah.
He must have had, you know, like.
But just think about the amount of younger people that he's done that to, that are fresh out of college, used his lawyer wife as
Did he actually have a wife?
He did actually have a wife.
Oh, interesting.
I've seen like photos, and he had like 3 kids. I don't know how you have 3 kids with someone like that, but yeah, that's my bad employer story.
I also have. Excuse me. I also have a bad employer story. This employer, I was fresh out of. Why is it always fresh out of uni?
Because they take advantage of us. They take advantage of people that are innocent and that, you know, are fresh to the world.
Yeah, yeah, fair. I had just come back from like a holiday right after I finished my last year of uni, and then I went to this employer, and it was only going to be like a fixed term, like part-time job, which I was fine with because I was like, this is not going to be my forever career.
Okay.
You know, I was like, it's like really close to home. I'll be able to just make some money and go. In my interview, literally haven't even started working at this place. In my interview, it gets to the end, and then the manager at the time asks me, do you plan on getting pregnant? Now, if anyone knows anything about employment law, you're actually not allowed to ask that question.
Yeah, that's like illegal.
Yeah, it's actually illegal to ask that question, but I didn't know that at the time. And then the operations manager looks at my manager and goes, ha 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 ha, like tries to like laugh it off and say, no, like that was just a joke, like because she understood what he was saying was illegal.
Oh, this is a male too.
Yes, it was. Yeah. But like the reason he had asked me was because the position he was hiring for, the past 2 people who had gone for that had got pregnant. And so and that's what I was covering, the maternity leave. And so he was like, do you plan on getting pregnant? And I was like, no, but yeah, at the time I was like, no, fuck no. Like, and then it wasn't until I got older that I was like, that's actually illegal.
Yeah, that's not okay.
Yeah. So that was you know what, but you know what's so funny? Despite him asking that question, I understand his frustration. He was actually the better manager that I had at that place.
Oh, so you did end up working there?
Yes, I did end up getting the job because I said I wasn't going to get pregnant.
Yeah.
You know, he was like, cool. I actually worked there for like almost 2 years.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. But you know what? It's actually, no, see, listen. What's really good about, maybe it was the job, maybe it was me. I still have one really good friend from that job.
Oh.
And I also managed to self-fund a whole 3-week holiday to America.
Oh my gosh.
Using like the money that I made there. As if
Love it.
I didn't get paid much. Got paid like $500 a week. We got paid weekly.
Mm-hmm.
We also had paid lunch.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah. Anyway, I had another manager there after this manager retired, and I don't understand this manager, but they were not very good at their job. And I say that because they were arguing with team members out on the floor. They were, and like not just like you're annoying, but like actually screaming at each other, yelling over each other. This manager used to basically hold people's annual leave like ransom. So we we were in a workplace where it was open like 24/7 basically, but the teams that this manager managed, they worked primarily Tuesday to Saturday, but obviously sometimes we still needed like a few people to work Mondays. And so this manager had basically threatened to not give someone their annual leave if they didn't work the Monday, like overtime on a Monday.
Oh my god.
So like, that's someone coming in on their day off, you know. So this manager was constantly over promising to their operations manager. Our whole team used to work 10-hour days, like 6 days a week, because they would they'd be like, no, we can get it done, we can like just get on extra work, and no one, like people were just,
and he would like threaten
struggling.
People to work overtime, and be like, if you don't do this, then you can't take out your annual leave.
Yeah. And then, or like, if you don't do that, then you can't go. Like, there was this old lady who, she needed to go to Wellington for a funeral, and they were basically like, you can't go if you don't, like, work overtime on this day, or if you, like, it was actually crazy. Like, screaming matches, and all of that stuff, and I was like, I'm gonna leave now.
Yeah, fair enough.
And so I did. Literally the week before my birthday, I was like, bye. Bye, everyone.
Yeah, that was like me with my the pharmacy guy, like when I left, I said, hey, like this is not for me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go become a locum.
Yeah.
I don't want to work here anymore. He was shook. I'm like, why are you even shocked at the fact that people don't like working for you? Like, it's like they have no self-realization that he's a terrible person and people don't like him. And he was like, well, what are you going to do? I said, I'm going to go locum. I want to go work for someone else. Like, I like don't even have a job lined up. Like,
that's how, no, literally me.
Yeah. And he was flabbergasted. Yeah, just like, I love those moments though. It's so good to like, it's like your little revenge.
Exactly.
To leave them in the dust.
No, what was actually, I think what was really funny about when I left, so I had actually, so I went from being part-time, so like Monday to Friday, to then being full-time Tuesday to Saturday. So I went to like a different team, but that means I had to learn like a new skill set in that team. So halfway through my learning period, I actually went on my 3-week holiday. So obviously came back and was like, I don't remember anything, so I had to relearn everything. And then it was literally, so I went on that holiday and I came back in June. 3 months later I left. I was like, I actually don't like this. And I didn't have a job lined up, and I actually didn't work for like 10 months afterwards. But I had saved up heaps of money, so I was like,
oh, good on you.
Yeah.
It's called fuck you money, isn't it?
Yeah.
You have
Lucy Lou. Yeah. But yeah, I was just like that. And then my one good friend that I still have from that job, because she was still working there for a while after I left. And then she was telling me that she had like a real similar experience about like the manager basically like promising things or like saying things, but they're not like.
That's a common trend, like with managers over promising. There's actually a saying in Chinese that it's called drawing a bigger pancake. It's like people do that so often to lead you on, make you think you actually have a future there. You're gonna get this role, but when? Don't know. But you're gonna be the next person, but then next minute you're actually not. Like,
I know a few people like that. Yeah, it's really frustrating.
So the second part, bad colleagues.
Oh, where do I start? Where do I begin?
Okay, I have 2 bad colleague stories, which both are not mine, but because they're so good.
Okay, yeah, share them, lay them down.
Okay, so I have a friend who's a junior doctor. She's got colleagues that she works with that are obviously surgeons, and you know how when you have someone more someone older, then they hold a certain amount of power in what they do, what they say. You can't easily get rid of them. This includes being a surgeon. So just imagine how that would go down.
They stick around like a bad smell, bro.
Yeah, and we're talking about people's lives here. So like this guy's in his almost 80.
You're a patient yourself by that point. What do you mean?
Like, by that point, is it still safe for him to be performing surgeries and opening up people, moving knives around their organs?
No.
And I don't know if his hands are shaky, but he's hit. Yeah. Anyway, this guy, he has a lot of power. Like, he has a great influence in the community, not because he's an old surgeon, but also because he's donated and built a church.
There we go.
So the local hospital has not gotten rid of him for years and years and years, despite numerous of complaints, incidents of him nearly killing people.
Like malpractice?
Malpractice. We're talking about malpractice. So there was an incident where my friend was physically there to observe this malpractice. What happened was she was in the surgery with the surgeon. They were doing a simple laparoscopic surgery, like keyhole, 3 holes. I forgot what the surgery exactly was, but like do something simple, done. It was like gonna be done in an hour, 2 hours max. It wasn't going to have a huge amount of risk. Not saying that things don't happen when you have surgeries. Obviously there's complications, right? Like it's always not 100%, but like just generally being careful enough, 99% of the chance you'll come out okay. Nobody expects to go into a surgery like that coming out dead. So, and this was like a young lady, like in her 30s.
And she passed away.
Almost.
Oh wow.
Oh wait, actually, she passed away. No, she actually passed away.
Oh no! What the fuck?
Yeah, wait.
And he still wasn't fired.
Did the lady pass away? The laparoscopic lady?
We're just getting crowdsourced information.
Yeah, crowdsourced. Just to check for accuracy.
Yeah.
she did pass away.
Damn,
so,
what the fuck?
Sorry, yeah, that was really sad. What happened was he went in with the equipment. First things first, he was not being careful at all. This was not like an honest mistake. He just went in. Probably not a good idea for an 80-something-year-old or almost 80-year-old to be performing surgeries at like weird hours too.
Oh my God.
He does take on patients at weird hours. But I think this one was actually like during the daytime because it was like elective, it was planned.
Yeah.
He went in with the scalpel or whatever equipment. First things first, pokes a hole in the bladder.
The bladder?
Yeah. A hole in the bladder. They're here like busy trying to fix it up.
Of course.
Then boom, cuts and pokes a hole in the liver too.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And now there's like literally blood oozing out of the liver.
Oh,
So
no.
my friend was literally using clamps to hold the blood down so this lady is like not gonna die. Doesn't bleed out and die.
I watched too much Grey's Anatomy, I'm so sorry.
Yeah. and at this point it was getting complicated because there was the bladder issue, there was a liver issue, and everyone there was like, you shouldn't like keep going, you're just gonna mess it up. We need to call someone in because you're not a specialist for the liver or the bladder. Like this is not your area of interest. This guy was like persistent on wanting to keep going and fixing everything himself, but everyone was like in a state where they were so worried about this lady's life, they were not willing to like let the surgery go on, so they had to call in another doctor who was a specialist of whatever this guy had created to fix that up. So they flew this other surgeon in on a helicopter.
Oh, damn.
9 hours later, they were there standing with their clamps, like trying to hold on to this dear lady's life. And 9 hours later, this other surgeon flew and it ended up like fixing up the mess. But
she unfortunately still passed away.
She unfortunately like still passed away. I think that was just, or even if she didn't pass away,
it's still, what the
it
fuck?
was still like, what the fuck? How can you should not be practicing. So the same guy, my friend, reported him.
Yeah, as she
was, as she should, as a brave girl, she should.
Yes.
Good on her.
Shout out to her
for doing that. After she reported him, he was like banned from entering the hospital. He was put on leave, right? Like nicely put on leave, and he would still come into the hospital to visit his friends who are like other doctors who are in the wards. He would walk around ED, talk to patients. There was this girl that was also another junior doctor who had previously reported him of malpractice, of other incidents. He didn't really like her, obviously, because she had reported him. He knew that she reported him. She worked in the ED, so he would go around to all the other ED patients that are hers and talk shit about her.
Give me this man's name after this. I will be investigating this. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, I guess, why can't they get rid of him? Oh, let's not get into it now. But...
Yeah, but it's like a small town. He built the church. I think there was.
Bro, he can build these nuts for all.
He can build these nuts, yeah. But this is not like a super regulated area, I would say. Yeah.
I hate
but
it.
Yeah, it should not be happening.
No.
Yeah, no.
Like, how many people do you have to kill to finally be fired?
Like,
you shouldn't have to kill more than one.
I know. And the same hospital, there was another incident.
Oh my God.
There was a radiologist who turned out to be a rapist.
Like, confirmed or?
Yeah,
Damn.
confirmed charges.
Oh my God.
And nobody really knew why he went from radiology to the ED.
That's
because
weird.
People were like, he was like, I shouldn't say radiologist, he was like halfway studying to be a radiologist.
Oh, okay.
So he was working in the radiology department, and then like he was on his way to become a radiologist, and then suddenly he was like working in the ED, and people were like, what the hell's going on? So they went on, I'm not sure what it's called, but basically you can see like these websites, it's public, you can see what like medical professionals have been charged for, I guess. Yeah. I don't really know what it's called, but everyone was like, what the hell is going on? So they went on there and then found out that he's actually a rapist and he has to practice under supervision 24/7. So like whenever he's practicing, there needs to be someone else there, and that's why he's in the ED, because there needs to be someone else there.
Damn. So he had to change his whole career like focus because he needed to.
Because he was a rapist, but also the fact that he wasn't actually like not allowed to be a doctor. He was still allowed to be a doctor.
Yeah.
But he was working in the ED.
Yeah.
That does not make me feel safe
Mm.
at all.
But like I think you never know who is on those lists. You know, you can never know that. But I don't know. I don't know what the laws are about. Like, do you tell people that they're in the presence of someone who's a sex offender? Like, I'm not sure. Like, did the hospital have a obligation to the rest of the staff to let them know that there was a registered sex offender in the area?
I'm not sure. Maybe there's not actually like proper rules written down for that.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Because I know that like obviously when you go to any job they do like a background check and everything. So I'm assuming that the hospital knew of his conviction. That's crazy.
Definitely.
Oh, sorry, I have another story.
Okay.
Oh, I just remembered. I'm so sorry. Sorry, this is really left field, this one. But so we used to work in like a quite a small room, and it just had like lots of little cubby holes in them.
Okay.
And like you can hear like people like moving around doing things, and then all of a sudden you can hear like the distinct sound of someone using nail clippers.
Yuck.
And then so I am like, okay, that's a very just like we don't deal with anything that sounds like a nail clipper. What's happening? I turn around to see that someone has taken off their shoes, their socks, and they have put their feet up and they're clipping their toenails.
That's fucking disgusting.
In this small room, and I literally had to walk out of the room. I had to walk out. I had to leave.
Oh my gosh.
It was quite upsetting.
Does this person do that like on a regular basis?
I don't know. That was like one and only time that I ever saw them do that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was one of my 12 reasons why I had to leave the job.
But like going back to imagine being the manager and having to have a chat to this person.
Yeah. See, but the thing is, you don't even know what people's like acceptable levels of like hygiene conduct. I don't know if that's what you would call it, hygiene conduct.
Yeah.
Because like I respect people wanting to maintain their hygiene. However, there's a time and a place, and I don't think on the floor, like the work floor, is the time to take off your shoes and your socks.
I love that.
And then bring your feet up so that everyone can see it, because
oh my god,
it was pretty disgusting. I don't like that.
Wow. That reminds me of a story too.
Oh.
On the topic of hygiene.
Oh.
I feel like my stories just revolves around brown matter, and this is unintentional.
Okay.
I just suddenly remember this. I wasn't there, but I was working at the same place at the time, at the same pharmacy, and I was told of the story by a colleague who I work with. So, you know how sometimes, like, in a pharmacy, it's one of those places that you'll get some crazy people, some people that are mentally unstable.
You can get those anywhere.
I mean, yeah, true, you get those anywhere. Yeah, sorry, I take that back. But there was this one person, it's going to be a really short story, because there was one person who walked in, took off their pants, and just took a dump in the middle of the shop.
Oh, that wasn't where I thought it was going.
Yeah.
Oh.
And imagine the colleague that told me the story.
And if they have to clean it up themselves.
Correct.
Oh no.
Because like she didn't realize that someone had done that. It's not just like something you'll see on a daily basis, right? Not. But this person took a dump and left.
Was it at least a solid?
It was a solid.
Oh, see, easier. Like, at least it wasn't just like a splash. Oh man.
Yeah, but
that's gross. That's gross on many levels. Obviously, just like why would you do that in the middle of a pharmacy? On the other level is that person didn't wipe, so now they're walking around.
Oh, shit stained pants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what if they sat on like a sofa? Now it's like squished into. That's just there's a whole lot of consequences for that.
They probably sat on a bus.
Oh, stop. No, now we're getting back into the first episode territory with buses and poo. And I just don't know if we're ready to get back on that one yet.
Yeah. Get off. We've gotten off the crappy bus.
We have gotten off the crappy bus, yeah.
Yeah, but that reminded me of two more things that happened.
Are they all... See, I was thinking you were going to tell the story about how someone pulled their pants down to ask you to look at their rash.
That's one of them that I got remembered. I got remembered off. Yeah, on the topic of pulling off pants in the middle of the shop, there was this guy who came in. He had a rash, and he said, hello dear pharmacist, I have a rash, can you have a look at it? I was like, yeah, sure. Not knowing that the rash is like right next to his crotch area. So this guy pulls down his pants in the middle of the shop. I was like, like, it's fine, like, you don't actually have to show me. Like, just describe it to me, you know, like, don't pull down your pants in the middle of the shop. There's other people there. And no, he proceeded. He's, oh, no, it's fine. Like,
It's all good.
I'm an open book.
I'm an open book and open pants. That's what I am.
I'm taking off my pants right now. You know, like, he had no hesitation. He took it off. And
Bro, he
made me have a good look at the rash.
And then he proceeded to take a shit in the middle of the shop.
not the same guy, but yeah. This guy, he got his drugs and he went on his happy way. And guess what?
What?
I was leaving work later on that day, and where I worked, there was an apartment building right next to it, and the car park in the apartment uses the same elevator.
Right.
So I was going into the car park to get my car. I walk into the elevator, and this guy was standing there, just me and him.
Oh, did you ask him how his rash was?
Of course not. And he was wanting to, like, make conversations.
Of course he was. Once you've seen him without his pants on, I mean...
Oh my gosh, like, I did not want to talk to him. I looked down on my phone and tried to hide my face as much as I possibly could, and I just ignored him. But, yeah, on the topic of weird things that happened in the middle of a pharmacy, there was another story that is also hideous. I don't even know how this is possible, but there was a place that I worked at. I also wasn't there, but this happened that in the middle of the day, there's like a shop full of people. There's people in there, people walking around, and you know one of those ceilings that's like kind of like, what do you call that? A tiled ceiling?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
I do, yeah.
Tiled with lights?
Yeah.
Right. Kind of like an office type of ceiling, and you know how those things can come off?
Mm-hmm.
There was one that was broken, so it was a hole.
Yep.
Empty, square hole, and a dead rat fell out of it. Right. Right in the middle of the shop when it was full of people.
Bro, that's... Like, who... I don't even know how, like... Why would you take the thing out for in the middle of the day, first of all?
No, it was already taken out.
And then a dead rat just
it
fell out of a hole?
Yeah. It was out. I don't know how long it's been out, but it was already out.
I should just...
It was under repair.
Oh, okay, I see, yeah.
Yeah.
I just had so many there were so many plot holes in your story there.
Yeah.
That I needed to investigate. Yeah.
Actually, I can't remember if it was dead rat or live rat. Neither.
I feel like it makes more sense that it's a live rat, because like how else would the rat have moved to be able to fall out? You know, like if it was dead.
Oh, yeah. I think it was probably a live rat.
Yeah, which is even worse.
Which is even worse.
It's giving plague. And
It's
honestly, yeah.
It's giving plague. And
Ratatouille? What's happening?
It was Ratatouille.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pharmacy edition.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Imagine a rat just starts like counting your pills.
So nasty.
It is actually quite disgusting.
Yeah. Sometimes I wish I like still did pharmacy just for the amount of ridiculous stories that happens.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's another story.
I want to tell you, everyone at home, the international listeners, a story about one of my previous co-workers.
Oh, okay.
Who was a pharmacist, actually. And I was having a difficult time sleeping, had come back from an overseas trip, I must say.
I'm sorry, are you talking about me?
Sorry, I'm speaking at this point, thank you. I just wanted to, let's make eye contact, people. I love I say that, but I know you're going to put a filter on this. I trusted this co-worker to help me with their extensive knowledge about pharmacists. And they prescribed me some melatonin.
I was just trying to help.
And they said, oh, you can just take like 5 or 6. You'll be fine. They're really low dosage. I was knocked out cold. And I was late for work because I was... and I woke up and my body was stiff because I had just literally died, I feel like. I just literally died.
You know that day when you didn't show up at work? I was like, one day I was like, no way, she actually took my advice.
You're the professional here. Why wouldn't I take your advice?
No, because I gave it, like, to my defense, I gave it to you with a bottle that had a label on it that said to take 2 to 3. So, because they were gummy shaped, so actually I have a bottle sitting right there, that's so funny.
Now I'm being... Look, I am simply a poor, sick patient coming to you, the pharmacist, for the assistance. And yeah, she sabotaged me. She wanted to get me fired. And yeah, I was late for work that day because I was knocked out cold.
I did for a second start to get concerned.
You should have been. I
About
literally, basically, I felt like I had to uncrack my bones because they were all just, I slept like a stone. I felt like a glow stick that I needed to be cracked, you know, like to come back alive.
A glow stick.
That's what it felt like, yeah. So yeah, just thought I'd bring that to this space. Being vulnerable.
You're welcome. Your best sleep of your life.
Bro, I don't remember a thing from it. And I'm a very vivid dreamer.
It wasn't anesthesia. Like that part of your memory has been wiped.
Yeah, that would explain why all my clothes were gone. That would explain it, because you're a pervert.
Yeah, that would also explain why I no longer have my license. That would explain why I'm no longer in that profession.
Yeah. Malpractice finally got you.
Malpractice.
Yeah. Or malpractice.
Malpractice.
Everything's mal.
Everything.
Can we talk about China now?
Oh, how did you go into that so perfectly?
Just listen, I'm always keen to talk about China, okay?
China has been big hype lately.
It has, I agree.
It's all over like TikTok and all the social media platforms.
It is.
It's like all these vloggers just woke up and everyone went to China.
And like good for them. You know, I think it's like good for people to actually go there and see what it's like themselves.
100%.
But yeah, anyway, so I've been very much, as you know, in my cultivation, manhua, like.
Okay.
Here. Sorry, because earlier when you said that quote about like drawing a big pancake or whatever it was.
Drawing a big pancake.
Yeah, and I just kept like thinking about all of those kinds of quotes that are in the cultivation manual.
Oh, yes.
And so that's why I'm like, I need to start talking about some of my favorites.
Okay.
Because I stumbled across this like TikTok account that it's just this guy who's basically like not cosplay's the word, but he's like doing skits where he pretends to be like a modern day TikTok streamer. But he like says quotes from like.
Okay.
He's like the Jade Beauty and like yeah, like you covet, or what is the word when he's like you covet like death or something. It's just like those are so funny. Like you're a big frog in a small well.
Oh,
like that one.
I know that
one. That one's one of my favorites.
Oh my gosh, I know that one.
Yeah.
Oh,
it was the same as like Big Fish Little Pond, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
They do have some really good.
They have some bangers, bro.
Yeah, they have. I need to like look it up because I don't have a really good memory. But when we watch Chinese olden day dramas, they have some of the metaphors that they say.
Yeah.
I'm just like, wow, how are you coming up with that? It's so good.
It's hilarious.
Yeah.
It's like you get used to like what they look like, you know, like when you're especially because a lot of the ones that I read, I don't read them on legal sites. I read them illegally. So a lot of them are actually terribly translated. But once you read enough, you kind of know what the gist is. Like,
you know.
You're like, you know what they're trying to say, and it's just.
That's hilarious.
I love a good cultivation manual.
Cultivation manhua. I feel like people won't even know what that is.
They will. Okay.
They will.
Yeah.
You think people?
Yeah. You know is it Murim?
Mirum? What's Mirum?
I don't actually know what that means. I've seen it. I've seen the word.
The only word that I use regularly from Chinese shows is being a filial daughter.
Oh yeah, that is one of my
Yeah, it's like one of the main.
You're being unfilial right now.
Yeah, you're being unfilial.
Oh, I love how they number the children. First of all, I love how they number. I love how you know like who is who because they say like second brother, blah blah blah, second uncle. Oh yes. No, my one is how. You know, whenever it's like the emperor, when they're like, Emperor, I recommend that we send relief to this like small county, and he's like, how, okay. He's always like shaking for he's always like, oh, great idea.
My favorite is the one that the eunuchs say. Sure.
Oh, when they're like, I don't even know how to explain.
Yeah, what they just use that to like, answer to all requests.
But also like, why are the eunuchs so ugly? Like they purposely like hire the ugliest, oldest, ugliest looking actors to play eunuchs. I think it would be way funnier to make a eunuch, like a really hot eunuch. Do you know what I mean? Because it's like
you can't be hot though because they're like castrated.
But what does that have to do with being hot? I don't understand.
Yeah, true.
But like that makes it even funnier. Like that it's like, oh, that's actually like such a sick burn that you are so hot but you have no penis.
Yeah.
Okay, well, in a totally different direction. Mine is called Eternal Love. Okay. It's just so ridiculous. Like anything with, I think maybe because it's an older drama.
Oh yeah.
Like, so it's got that bad CGI, like it's got the bad.
That's your favorite category, I've noticed.
So, because like it really just adds a layer of like entertainment for me, like just seeing. But what I think they did really well on that one though is the wigs, the costumes and the wigs in that drama. For that time, actually the wigs are really well done.
I have a feeling this is one of those that you recommended me to watch.
But it was too romantic for you.
But it was too much CGI.
Oh yeah, too much CGI also, yeah.
I was like, what the hell?
Bro, and no, CGI really adds, like, it really adds it for me because it's, like, it's entertaining to me when it's poorly done.
This is the one where they're all in the clouds, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yes, it is. Okay. But listen, that show, it did it for me.
Oh, maybe I should have persisted.
I think the storyline is actually really sad as well.
Oh,
Like, it's quite
really?
tragic.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a lot of betrayal, some internal dramas.
How many episodes do you need to watch to be into it?
I don't know, bro. Like, now I'll go through and I'll just watch, like, the episodes, like, the parts that I know I'll like.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I do that. Like,
yeah.
I forgot what the other show was called in English, but Jin Huanzhuan, like, sometimes when I think about what happened in episode, I think 62,
Yeah.
Where they tested the blood to see of the child.
Oh,
Was
is this
it
the
Empress?
is this the concubine one?
Yes.
Is this the
Oh.
Empresses in the Palace?
Yes, Empresses in the Palace.
Yeah.
And that episode,
That's a classic.
classic, so good. Like, that episode, I reckon I could just watch it over and over again.
Yeah.
It's just so dramatic.
Whenever they pull out the the bowl of water
Yeah.
and the needle, and you're like, oh, something's gonna happen.
Well, let's see if this child is actually my baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've only seen one Korean drama where they do that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't realize they did that in Korea too.
Yeah, that's why I was like, this is not usual for a Korean drama.
Oh.
But yeah, and it was a really good drama though. So yeah, it was actually very Chinese, like in terms of the
Really?
themes and like the way that it was, the set types of drama that it was
Yeah.
having. It was very much like a
That's
Chinese
so
drama.
funny.
So I wonder if it was based on a Chinese like novel or something.
You know, like, we're legitimately struggling to go back to, like, Netflix shows because
It's hard.
it's hard when these Chinese dramas are actually so good.
Yeah. See, you would.
Oh, there's my Chinese friends have recommended me to
Oh.
this new, like, platform. I actually forgot what it's called, but there's this new trending TikTok like platform in China right now, and they film like short TikTok like episodes. Do you know what I mean? Like,
I know exactly what you're talking about.
like short. Some of them have been translated.
Bro, I know.
Oh, you've
I know.
seen them.
I'm deep in those.
Yes, okay.
What do you mean?
Okay, I've never actually seen it myself.
No, they're so addictive to watch.
That's what my friends been telling me. They said, "How have you not seen any of
They're
those?"
so addictive to watch.
Really?
And they're not well made.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, they're very, like,
They're
cheaply
concise.
made. Yeah, they're very concise.
Yeah.
But you get the drama of a 60, 70 episode
Yeah.
Chinese drama in maybe an hour and a half.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's
That's right.
crazy.
That's what they're saying.
So you know. Up till I know.
What?
Do
Sorry.
I know?
Where are you watching these?
They have heaps of, like, random apps. I'll tell you about them later because we're not going to tell people what those are.
Okay.
Because we're not getting sponsored for that.
Oh,
Hello,
true.
Sponsor
Hello.
us.
Hello, sponsor us.
Yeah. But no, you can, I'll tell you what those apps are.
Oh,
afterwards.
wow.
There's heaps. But they also have some that have, like, both Chinese and English ones. The English ones are actually really bad. And maybe it's because I can understand what they're saying. You know what I mean?
Then it's not very funny.
Those are just,
Oh,
like, makes it
wow.
worse. At least, like, if it's translated, I'm like, oh.
I can't believe you're one step ahead of me.
Or I'm always one step ahead.
Yeah, you're totally one step ahead of me.
Yeah.
Like, how do you even know about these apps? Like,
What do you mean?
I can't believe they've already been translated. Like, people are onto it with this stuff.
But this is, like, it's very popular on TikTok.
Mm.
Like, there are people all over the world who watch these things.
Wow.
And it's because once you see one ad, you're like, I need to know what happens. I need to know what happens.
Wow.
And unfortunately, I have paid money for one of those apps. Because I needed to know what happened. And I couldn't find it anywhere on the internet.
Oh my gosh.
I needed to know
It's,
what happened.
yeah, because it's so, such a minority, like, such a niche.
It's not niche, though. That's the
Oh,
thing.
it's not
Because
niche.
they're all the same story, just retold and refilmed in different locations.
Oh, true.
Yeah, so I've watched the same story many times. And I will continue to do so. I'm actually
That's
looking forward to going back to my
hilarious.
room and watching another, like, the end of one other show.
Oh, okay. You'll need to tell me what it is after this. I feel like Kenny would be really into that.
I don't know if he would, because they're actually, like, they're...
Because he likes to speed watch things.
Oh, yeah, then actually he probably would be.
Yeah.
I don't know why, I don't think you would be into it, because it has all the bad CGI.
Oh.
Which is exactly why I love it.
Yes.
Because it has all the bad CGI.
Okay.
Like, if there's a low budget, even a high budget, Chinese drama or, like, animation, and it has really bad CGI or, like, voice acting or anything, I'm in there.
I get the appeal of it. It's funny.
It is.
It's like watching comedy.
It is. And then when it moves away from the CGI and it actually has a good story, you're like, cool. But also, I'm just gonna go back to Eternal Love. They did have really good costuming and wigs, okay?
They did.
They actually did. For their time, the wigs looked really flawless on those people.
It's a really old show. Eh?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
That lady, the main actress, is like one of the most popular actresses in China.
Yeah, I know her. Yeah,
I know her personally.
You know her.
Well, I think that might be us for today.
Yeah.
Well, do we have any final words for the peeps?
If you made it to the end, you must really love us and care for us.